All right, let's get into it. If you're someone who runs retreats, you know your work is deep, it's meaningful, so using a tool like Facebook ads to market them, well, it can feel like a total paradox, right? You're trying to sell this profound, transformative experience with what feels like a really transactional tool. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong?
First things first, let's get this straight. You are not moving a product off a shelf. You're extending an invitation for someone to step into an experience that asks for their time, their trust, and, their emotional readiness. It's a completely different kind of exchange.
And that right there is the big frustration, isn't it? You put in the work, you spend the money, but the results just feel totally random. Some campaigns might give you a little glimmer of hope, but others just fall completely flat. So why is it so inconsistent? It's the question I hear all the time.
Now, when our ads don't work, it is so easy to blame the platform. We blame the algorithm, the targeting, the latest iOS update, anything we can think of. But the truth is, it's almost never about the tool itself. The real issue is usually a lot closer to home.
And this is the absolute key. Think of Facebook ads as a giant amplifier. If your message is calm, coherent, and super clear, ads will blast that clarity out to a much wider audience. But if your message is a little bit scattered or rushed or vague, ads will magnify that confusion for everyone to see. And they'll do it really, really fast.
So what if we just completely change how we see this whole thing? What if ads aren't a shortcut to fill up your last few spots? Instead, let's think of them as a mirror, one that reflects the true readiness of your entire marketing approach.
This really gets to a huge shift in perspective. People don't book a life-changing retreat on impulse. They're thinking about their finances, their family, their emotional state. Ads don't get to override that reality. What they do is help someone recognize, yes, this is for me, and this is the right time. Or, just as importantly, you know what, not yet.
So this is the big idea we're running with. An ad campaign isn't just a campaign. It's a test. It's the moment where all your thinking about your offer, your audience, your core message gets put out there for the world to see. And it either gets validated or, well, it doesn't.
Okay, so if ads are a mirror, what exactly are they showing us? Well, they reflect the strength or, the weakness of the most important pillars of your marketing.
Let's start with the offer. The mirror shows you if you're just selling logistics, dates and a price, or if you're actually painting a clear picture of the transformation someone can expect. If the offer is vague, the ad feels pushy. But if the value is crystal clear, the ad feels like a calm, gentle invitation.
Next up, the audience. Are you just clicking on a bunch of clever targeting settings, basically as a crutch for a fuzzy message? The ad mirror reveals that with super high costs and almost no engagement. Or have you done the deep work to know exactly who this is for, and just as important, who it's not for? Ads absolutely reward that kind of precision. And how about your creative, your photos and videos? The mirror will show you whether your images are so glossy and perfect that they actually create distance, or if they feel grounded, human, and honest. Here's the thing. People don't need to be impressed. They need to see a real reflection of the experience you're inviting them into. And finally, your landing page. When someone clicks your ad, they're not looking to be sold to. They're looking to feel safe. The ad mirror shows you, very quickly, if your page creates hesitation or if it reassures them, answers those questions they have in the back of their mind, and starts building trust. Okay, so if we really lean into this mirror idea, it completely changes the goal of our advertising. We have to shift from a mindset of selling to one of inviting.
So the old goal was all about conversion, getting that instant booking. But for a decision as big as a retreat, that approach just creates pressure and resistance. It's kind of like asking someone to marry you on a first date. It's just too much, way too soon.
The new goal is about recognition. You're creating a moment for someone to just pause, to reflect, and to see if this resonates with where they are in their life right now. This approach actually respects their process. It builds trust, and ultimately it attracts the right people. And this change in goals really shines a light on why timing is so critical. Urgency just doesn't work for retreats. When you start your ads early, it allows for this calm, consistent messaging. It gives people the space they actually need to plan, to consider things, and to get emotionally ready, all without feeling like they're up against a ticking clock.
So here's the crucial point. We can stop seeing ads as this frustrating, expensive gamble, and we can start using them as an incredibly powerful diagnostic tool.
And here's how you actually do it. Use your ad performance to ask yourself better questions. If engagement is low, maybe the message is unclear. Does your ad copy sound like you're guessing what they're thinking? Or does it actually reflect the quiet questions your audience is already asking themselves? That data isn't just a bunch of numbers, it's feedback.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to this. Ads don't create clarity, they just respond to it. When every single piece of your marketing, your offer, your audience, your message is all lined up, ads will work beautifully to amplify that harmony. And when it's not, well, they'll make that dissonance impossible to ignore.
And here's the final twist, and maybe the most important part. That visibility is incredibly valuable. An ad campaign that fails, but shows you exactly where your messaging is broken or where your offer is unclear, that's not a failure at all. It's basically a highly effective, sometimes expensive, business consultant. So, as you start planning your next campaign, I want to leave you with this question. Instead of asking, how many spots is this ad going to sell? Try asking this. What is this ad going to show me about my own clarity? The answer to that question might be the most valuable thing you learn all year.